2, Tally Connors. Number 4, Lexis Clevin. Number 10, Jordan Dole. Number 12, Turner Joy. And number 34, Kylie Gibbs. And now the starting lineup for your Hudson's Bay Eagles.
Good evening and welcome to Hudson's Bay High School for tonight's Greater St. Helens League 3A matchup between the Kelso Highlanders and the Hudson's Bay Eagles. Getting a look at the starting lineups for both teams. Hello everybody, I'm Julie Pagel here along with my partner Mark Feeney, getting ready to bring you the first game of the second round of league play for the Greater St. Helens League 3A. Mark, first time Kelso had the win. Hudson's Bay looking to even things up with them.
Yeah, I see that was a pretty dominant win too, 44-29. And I'll tell you what, we saw Hudson's Bay play a couple days ago actually.
Tuesday.
And they have a couple girls that can put up 29 by themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm expecting to see a little tighter game this time.
One would think. You never know when you play up in Kelso, so I think you're right. I think this will be a tighter game. Jumping center for the Eagle is Kamalai Powell. We had her name corrected. It was incorrect on the roster. Apologize for last week. Jadia Martin takes and makes the first bucket of the game.
Well, that was one girl I was talking about.
Yeah.
Martin can fill it up really well, and she's got a good inside. She can also drive the lane really nicely, too. Good ball handling.
She put up 20 against Fort the other night. There's a nice look inside and a strong move to the hoop from Turner Joy to tie things up.
Well, Kelso's undefeated in league, aren't they? Standing with Prairie?
They just lost to Prairie.
Did they? They played Prairie this weekend?
Tuesday.
Okay.
So Kelso is 4-1 in league and Hudson's Bay 3-2. So this would be a big game for the Eagles to win if they could pull it off. Loose ball picked up eventually by Tally Connors of the Highlanders. Pretty pass, threaded the needle, and Alexis Clevin couldn't get it to go. Another steal. And Highlanders will reset. Looks like Kelso has a fairly decent size advantage. And that time, Jordan Dole took it to the hoop, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
Well, Kelso has some size on the inside, Julie, but their guards are pretty small.
Yeah. 5'2" and 5'3",
yeah,
I guess
I'd say
so.
that's on the smaller side, yeah.
And you never know about the roster numbers, you know. It could easily be 5 foot and 5'1".
Well, we even had a name wrong on the last game.
Right? Second attempt from Turner Joy, 5'9" senior. Gets that one to go, and Kelso has their first lead of the ball game. Going to pick up full court. Rodriguez with the ball for the Eagles. She's another one that can shoot the basketball. Hudson's Bay had trouble taking care of the ball against Fort. It's going to be their bugaboo tonight as well.
You know, that was pretty passive press that they had on there, and it still was effective.
Good look inside. Nice baseline move. Ooh, a lot of steps in there. No call. Kick it out. Dole couldn't get it to go. A couple of Eagles fighting for it. Stays in bounds and will go to Hudson's Bay.
And we need two teams to settle down here first, Julie. This is pretty sloppy out of the start.
Just in the first 2 minutes. I find myself saying slow down so many times on the shot, on the pass, rebounding.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. There was another passive press. They're just trying to make them be honest with the time clock. But a couple passes and you beat that without any problem.
Right. Kamalai Powell is going to go to the free throw line. In and out. Gonna try and tie things up here. First substitution for Kelso is number 30, Maddie Harkins. And she's in for Kylie Gibbs. Nice box out by Turner, or excuse me, Jordan Doyle that time. There's a kick out. Eight seconds on the shot clock. Oh, pretty look inside. Kelso, that's 2 easy shots inside. They haven't finished. Very patient. Look like they're trying to go high-low with their 2 bigs. Good idea.
That was wide open if you make the right pass. Nobody between her and the basket.
Here comes Cooper Joy, 5'7" sophomore. I know it's early, but this is the first team I've seen that has not launched a ton of threes in the first 3 minutes of the game, Mark.
Better knock on wood, Julie.
Right? Well, Kelso taking their time. They really are trying to get the ball inside. There's a good anticipation and steal by Jadia Martin. And she gets it to go.
She got the finish.
Tough shot. Quick timeout for Kelso. Highlanders are coached by Jennifer Hamilton. The Eagles are coached by Michael Rainville.
So far, Kelso looks to be very, very deliberate in what they're trying to do. I don't know if they're working on certain setups and stuff, but I also noticed that they took Gibbs out early. Last year, I remember her putting up a pretty good game when we were attending.
Yeah, I would imagine that she will. We're going to get another look at the steal and the bucket by Jadia Martin. Good job of Kelso defender to not foul on that, too. Made Martin make a tough drive to the hoop. Back at it. Ball's brought up by Alexis Clevin. Dole. Another steal by, near steal by Martin. She just stepped on the sideline.
She's got very fast hands.
Yeah, if I'm Kelso, I'm going away from her. Playing right into the hands of the best player on the Eagles side. That's better. Oh, goodness. Pushing foul on number 4, Shelby DeLong. Can't make it that obvious right in front of the official.
That was a two-handed push.
Could have been an illegal block in the back in football, right? Great anticipation by Powell for come up with the steal. Both teams very sloppy with the ball, not taking care of it to start this game. And there's a nice give and go from Martin to Ashley Rodriguez, and she's going to have the and one opportunity.
Well, I remember Rodriguez to be a scorer too.
Yes, she did a fine job on Tuesday against the Trappers. Second team foul on Kelso, Hudson's Bay with just one. Stacia McKayle came up with the rebound, couldn't get the follow. Ball's knocked away. Kelso has numbers if they can get it up the court. Took a little bit too long. Right idea, execution wasn't there.
Kelso certainly thinks their bigs can get behind them and go over the top. So far, that hasn't worked.
Well, Hudson's Bay in particular, Kamale Powell, she can really jump. So can Jadia Martin. So there's been no freebies on the inside.
Staying with the press.
Nice. Good idea. Good hands by Powell to come down with that. And she's going to draw the foul and go back to the free throw line.
She earned that one.
Yeah, she took a hard shot from Maddie Harkins.
One thing that's going to be interesting this game is watching, not Martin only on the scoring, but watching her how she opens the court.
Yeah.
She makes some really good passes.
Hudson's Bay struggling a little bit from the free throw line out of the get-go. They should be up by about 7 or 8 by now. When you're trying to upset a team, you got to take advantage of these.
Yeah, I can't give away those free throws.
Kelso back in the front court. I mean, I would like to see somebody take a look at the hoop. Good look inside. And oh boy, she got bailed out that time.
I think she did.
Yeah.
They're going to continue to look over top. Just you need to be aware of that if you're Hudson's Bay, because I haven't seen anything else they're looking for this whole start of the game.
Right. I believe that foul was on Kamale Powell. Free throw is good from Maddie Harkins, 6-foot sophomore. She gets them both. Nice form. Ill-advised pass, but she got away with it. Good decision by Martin to pull it out and reset. Rodriguez back on top to Martin. Powell, who can't get it to go. Wow. I don't know about that one, Mark. They're going to call Maddie Harkins for another foul. Maybe after the shot, but I don't know about in the act of
I think she was off balance on the shot, and the ref must have just assumed that she was pushed off balance.
I agree.
Because I didn't see the touch.
I saw a lot of open space there. So Harkins is going to take a seat. We believe number 33 on Kelso is Megan Skeels.
Powell's got to make those foul shots. That's got to be, what, 4 missed?
I think 5.
5.
Finally, an outside shot from Kelso. She can't get it to go. Run down nicely by Tally Connors. Kick it out. And that is a beautiful three-pointer. That one was from Alexis Clevin, and that'll cause Hudson's Bay to call a timeout here as Kelso has run off 5 straight.
Did Clevin start last year too? Is she the girl I remember that got hot from outside?
I feel like she is. A year is a long time to remember, but I felt like they had a lot of freshmen last year who contributed. Tonight, Kelso is playing without one of their talented sophomores, Capri Franzen, who's injured. But they do start Connors, a junior, Clevin, sophomore, Dole and Joy are seniors, and then Gibbs, a junior. So pretty young team. Their JV team had 5 freshmen on that team, and they looked pretty impressive earlier. Good quick hands again by Jadia Martin. And another Kelso turnover. Ill-advised pass, way too long of a pass. Good
I don't know what
decision.
they're thinking about making that first pass down the middle of the court, right?
Good decision by Skeels to just let that go out of bounds as opposed to trying to run it down and having it fumble off of her. Nice kick out. Another long look is offline. Rebound from DeLong. She gets it to Powell. Good defense. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Powell. That one probably could have gone either way.
Yeah, and
maybe a no call.
Maybe a no call would have been the right thing. But I was also looking at the people following her. She really had no option.
Right.
Nobody was helping her down court.
Coming in for Hudson's Bay is number 14, Zena Lee, 5'9" junior. Eagles are going to stay in that 2-3. Oh, had somebody inside. Looked a little bit too late. That looked like that hit the outside support. It should have been a turnover. Instead,
in that full possession, Julie, there was only one move towards the hoop. Nobody breaking away from the ball toward the hoop, just passing around the perimeter. You better be making the three-point shots if you're doing that.
right. Martin with the ball, 1-on-4. Blocking foul is called on number 22, Cooper Joy. A lot of fouls here in this first quarter. That's the 5th team foul on Kelso. At 7, we're in the bonus. It was a nice rebound. Great box out by Turner Joy, and over the back was Lee. 5 team fouls now for the Eagles. Not a ton of scoring in quarter 1.
No, very low actually, right? It's about a 20-some point pace.
Yikes. Good baseline move, couldn't get it to go. Block shot by Martin. Oh, Stacia Mikhaile. Back to Jadia Martin. Right idea. Shelby DeLong picked up the loose ball, and that will do it for quarter number 1. So at the end of the first quarter, the score is the Kelso Highlanders 8 and the Hudson's Bay Eagles 6.
I think it was a quarter marked by turnovers and sloppy passes.
I would agree. And fouls.
And fouls,
So
yeah.
I'm sure both head coaches are talking to their teams about taking care of the basketball and moving their feet on defense. There was a nice look inside and the finish by Turner Joy. And here was a pretty drive and finish by Jadia Martin. Jadia Martin, just a freshman. She's going to do good things for the Eagles for a while now.
Once again, there was her vision.
Great backdoor cut by Ashley Rodriguez. There was the 1 3-pointer that was hit by Alexis Clement.
That was about half the scoring for their team right there.
Right?
Yep.
So to start the second quarter, Kelso will have the ball. And Hudson's Bay will be on defense. I think Kelso would be wise to stay away from Jadia Martin's side. Let her get the offside rebound.
Yeah, as they sit into the zone, you don't want to pass to the right corner.
Exactly. She's knocked away a lot of balls already. Another long shot offline. There's a good rebound by Martin.
Directing traffic as she comes up. Miles away for the hoop.
Very pretty shot. And all tied at 8. Just seems like every time Turner Joy gets that ball in the corner, she goes right to the middle without even thinking about going to the basket. Someone's got to shoot that. It's a good look. Another good rebound by Martin.
Good things happen when you drive the ball to the middle, Julie. You can pop it out or go inside.
good challenge by the Highlanders there. Look inside to Stacia McKayle, and she's going to go to the foul line. 16 foul on Kelso. So with a lot of time left here in the first half, Hudson's Bay is going to be shooting on every foul.
Now, the problem with that, we haven't seen a lot go in.
You're absolutely right. Misses at the free throw line and can be contagious too. There it is.
There we go.
Back into the game is number 34, Kylie Gibbs. She's a scorer for Kelso, so they're going to need to get her involved on the offensive end. Clevin step back again. Can't get it to go. There's Gibbs, nice move. Left-handed shot, offline, rebounded by McKayle.
She might be what they need for the inside possession, Julie. I don't know. Haven't seen it so far.
Another three-pointer attempted. Woo, JD and Martin. She's on fire tonight.
She's capable of putting it on her shoulders and say, come get me.
Well, Hudson's Bay is a pretty young team too. Shelby DeLong is a junior, Martin is a freshman, Rodriguez a sophomore, Powell and Stacia McKayle both freshmen as well.
Smart to get that back to Martin.
Good entry pass. Good, nice block that time.
What do they call? They call it block.
Wow. That's a pretty tough call. That one went against Alexis Clevin. And it's going to be 1-1 here. Kelso coach Jennifer Hamilton, we're going to get another look at it. If anything, it looked like Zena Lee just plowed over Clevin.
I think that was the full extent of the contact.
Yeah. Jennifer Hamilton is pretty frustrated right now, and I can't say as I blame her. Great hustle by Martin, couldn't save it. Kelso calling out UCLA. There's a really nice play, but they got to finish. That's the third time they've had good looks at the basket inside. Can't get it to go. Why not take the little 10-foot jumper there instead of dribble into traffic?
They challenged her to take it. Nobody came out.
Number 1, Gabriela Garcia came up with the loose ball, and Hudson's Bay looking to build on that 4-point lead. That's a good call. Martin just lowered her shoulder and went right into the D.
Well, she gave up the ball over dribbling. She fought, stole the ball back, and then went down here and drove through the girl on an obvious push-up.
Yeah, that was a good call. 6th team foul for the Eagles. So we're going to be shooting free throws for every foul the rest of the way. There's a nice look inside.
That pass into Gibbs is what we've been looking for all game, but they pass it to her feet. You know, get that around her chest or higher, and she's got to lay in.
Little bit sloppy. Kelso staying in that man-to-man. And illegal screen called on Stacia McKayle.
I don't have a lot of comment on that.
She didn't stay vertical. I mean, it was kind of a chippy call, but
she did lean into her.
Yeah, you had to believe that Jennifer Hamilton, being in the ear of the officials earlier, might have giving her a call there. It seems like this happens a lot in the games that we do, that in the first half there's a ton of fouls called, and then the second half they pretty much let them play.
Yeah.
Another good look.
Good follow.
Gibbs couldn't get it to go. Nice kick out. A fortuitous bounce. Another miss at the rim for Kelso. And a reach-in foul.
Frustration foul. They had, what, 3 looks at the rim on that one?
I think so. I think that foul was also on Kylie Gibbs.
Not on 12?
They showed 34.
Oh.
Yeah. We know that J.D. Martin can shoot free throws. That's the wrong person you want to foul. Kelso's press has been effective, but it's hard to press when you don't put the ball through the basket. So that's great news for Hudson's Bay. They're able to keep them out of that pressure defense. There's a nice three-point bucket from Jordan Dole. You get the feeling that Hudson's Bay should be ahead by a lot more than they are. Kelso really has played a poor first half, and only down 3 is kind of hard to believe.
You know, I think in your mind you've counted about half those foul shots.
You're right. You're right. Trying to force it just a little bit too much. Clevin with the ball. She may have shuffled her feet there. Another rebound for J.D. Martin.
I haven't seen Kelso this year, but it sure looks like they believe in the living by the 3. They play everything outside. Not many people taking the shot, but the passing doesn't look like they're doing anything to go to the hoop.
Nice steal in the basket from Alexis Clevin. And Kelso has cut that lead to 1. Nice crossover move by Martin, a little bit long on the shot. Looks like they're gonna.
If that's Gibbs again, that's gotta be.
It's gotta be 3 at least, doesn't it? On the ball, it looked pretty clean. She must have got her with her body. There's a good free throw from Zena Lee. Lee is a 5'9" junior. And Gibbs will take a seat.
They pulled Martin out for a break, too. This could be an interesting lineup.
2 big free throws from Zena Lee. Powell back in the middle. They like to get Clevin open. Had her. Nice rebound for Kelso. Another long shot. Boy, they were hardly taking any early, and now they're launching them. That one from Joy, too strong. Alexis Clevin really overplaying. Like to see Bay ball fake and go back door, and they have an easy bucket. Rodriguez let that fly early. Great unselfish play.
Very nice. Saw her the whole way.
Martin gonna come right back in. She got her 15-second rest. Glad there was no foul called there. It looks like Powell just lost control of the ball. Kelso looking for its first lead in quite a while if they can score here. That foul is going to be called on Shelby DeLong, a hold. Good news is for Kelso, they're going to be shooting 1-1. The bad news is that gives JD Martin a chance to come back in.
On the court. I kind of feel like there's a real turn in momentum right now, Julie. I think that it's kind of a gut check time for Hudson's Bay to stay in control and not get rattled by this turn of events here.
Be huge for them to go into halftime with the lead.
Yeah.
Coming in is Losay Mikhaile for Hudson's Bay, 5'7" senior. Turner Joy with the 1-1. That one's long. Rebounded by Powell. Oh, really threaded the needle there. Great recovery by Joy to block the shot. Kelso has numbers. Got to make that one, don't you?
Yeah, she ran the court really well.
Maddie Harkins.
Yeah, that looked really good.
Transition baskets, what's helping. And the double dribble by Hudson's Bay. Going to give the ball back to the Highlanders. Head coach Michael Rainville a little frustrated with the official there, but I didn't see a lot of contact.
I didn't see a touch of the ball that caused that to be not double dribble.
That's a long three he's launched. Backboard only. JD Martin has been strong in transition. Sit out. Mikhaile's going to go up with it. Can't get it to go. She runs down the loose ball. And I think Martin was just a little overly excited about how open she was.
Yeah, first time she's had nobody on her.
Yeah. Kelso can hold for the last shot of the first half here. Or not.
Not gonna.
So Hudson's Bay, with just under 14 seconds left, is looking to take the lead going into halftime in this very low-scoring affair.
I say let this be Martin time right now for the last 13 seconds. Just go now.
That she will. Some contact, no call. And that'll do it. Holy smokes, what a great effort from Alexis Clevin, but it comes up short. So at halftime, Kelso will take the lead into the locker room, leading 17-16. We're going to get a look at some of the first half highlights.
Nice inside move, Julie. They just need to do more of that.
Martin threading the needle to Rodriguez. Nice backdoor cut in the basket. There was a long three-pointer from Clevin. And right back at it, Martin. Those transition baskets for Kelso in that second quarter, Mark, really turned the tide. There's another one of them.
Yeah, no question they work on running the court in practice.
So we'll be back with second half action after this short break.
If you're interested in the fields of industrial or interior design, architecture, horticulture, landscaping, sustainable design, or natural resources and conservation, then Hudson's Bay ACES is for you. In horticulture, you'll study and grow the most common plants used in the nursery industry, experience floral design, landscape design, and greenhouse operations. In design technology, you'll learn how to design blueprints to scale using paper and pencil, as well as industry-standard computer-aided drafting software. You'll also gain experience in animation 3D rendering programs. In natural resources and conservation, you'll learn about soil dynamics, ecosystem and diversity, populations, land and water change, climate change, fish and wildlife, energy and recreational resources. Students in the Bay Aces Magnet complete projects and deliver services that give back to the community at large. If you think it sounds fun to design, build, a landscape or real-life project like a PGA putting green, hydroelectric dam, or water landscaping feature, then the Bay Aces is a great choice for you. Whenever you're ready.
Do you like to work with others? Do you think both creatively and critically? Do you like to investigate issues that affect you? If so, then Vancouver iTech Preparatory may be the place for you. Vancouver iTech Preparatory is an all-day school of choice program for students interested in STEM fields: science, technology, engineering, and math. If you are a person that likes STEM topics, then you will love what we do at Vancouver iTech Preparatory. Students are given a laptop each year to allow them to research topics as well as learn new programs in drawing and engineering. Some of these programs are Scratch, Robot C, SketchUp, and Revit. Our classes focus on combining all subjects into projects that are then presented to other students, parents, and community members by either preparing a computer presentation or creating a physical item to show what learning has been happening throughout the school day. This process is known as the project-based learning. With hands-on approach for creating an outcome, this school has a fun place to learn and has teachers that are always willing to help if a student has a question. The teachers provide time before school, after school, and on some Saturdays to help students finish their assignments and provide tutoring if needed. Any students wanting to be part of Vancouver iTech Preparatory needs to be willing to work on skills such as communication, collaboration, teamwork, and problem solving. They need to be willing to push their thinking as they design and engineer solutions to real-world problems. Curiosity as well as critical and creative thinking are encouraged and expected as students learn the problem-solving process. Students attending Vancouver iTech Preparatory High School, which is located on the Washington State University Vancouver campus in the Clark College building, have an added opportunity of participating in their early college program. Students in their freshman and sophomore years can take one class per term at Clark College in areas such as English and computer programming. Then, once the student reaches the age of 16, they have an opportunity to take courses through Washington State University Vancouver in a variety of fields. If you have an interest in STEM and are willing to work hard to learn various subjects involving STEM, then apply for Vancouver iTech Preparatory. A lottery process will be used for acceptance into our program.
If you are curious about the world around you and are interested in global issues that impact all of us, then the Fort Vancouver High School Center for International Studies is for you. Fort is a member of the Asia Society's International Studies Schools Network, and our school-wide International Studies program is about developing your global competence through investigating the world, recognizing perspectives, communicating your ideas, and taking action to make a difference in your community and our world. In every class at Fort's Center for International Studies, students are actively learning about global issues and how they can positively impact our world. All Fort students have access to a wide variety of globally focused coursework, including Mandarin and Model United Nations. At Fort, there's a travel center where you can explore learning opportunities within the United States and internationally to broaden your perspective and enhance your high school experience. Students at Fort also have the option to earn an International Studies diploma by completing projects and community service along with their required courses. While you're here at Fort Center for International Studies, you can take advantage of our programs of choice such as culinary arts, medical arts, and welding and machine technology. Fort students are making a difference in our world. Come be a part of the diverse and vibrant school community at the Fort Vancouver High School Center for International Studies. If you want an academically challenging, internationally themed curriculum and you have excellent study and time management skills, the International Baccalaureate Magnet would be a great fit for you. IB courses are offered for both your required and elective credits. As a freshman and sophomore, you'll take pre-baccalaureate classes which prepare you for the IB program your junior and senior year. You can earn an IB diploma if you successfully complete 5 IB classes in English, world language, history, science, mathematics, and 1 elective IB course. Plus, you'll need to complete the IB core requirements consisting of a theory of knowledge class, an extended essay, and the creativity, action, and service hours. Or you can choose to take individual IB courses if you just like to seek academic rigor in a specific area of interest. You'll have the option to earn college credit while you're in high school and leave with an internationally recognized diploma. Do you enjoy science, math, or technology? Are you considering a career as a physical or chemical scientist? How about a mechanical engineer or video game programmer? Then the SMT Magnet is for you. In the SMT Magnet, you'll build on your passion for science, mathematics, and/or technology by designing solutions to real-world problems using a hands-on approach and state-of-the-art technology. College-level, advanced placement science and math classes are offered for the student looking to get a jump on earning college credit. Your coursework will focus on problem-solving and research within a community of learners that are committed to success. You'll also be able to expand your interest in science, math, and technology by participating in extracurricular activities such as FIRST Robotics, SMTM Council, Knowledge Bowl, Science Bowl, Technology Club, and the Math Team.
VPS Game Time provides students with an experience unlike any other. If you like sports or technology, or just want to try something new, VPS Game Time lets kids support their schools in a new way. With professional broadcasting equipment, you can work behind the scenes to produce a live sports broadcast. There's a lot of action inside, but there's just as much out here. Whether that be creating the digital score bug you see on screen, running instant replays, getting the perfect shot, or even directing the broadcast. You can be a part of the team and help bring these broadcasts to life. If you're interested in helping out, talk to Nick Vole at nick.vole@vansd.org. Come join VPS Game Time.
Is there a concert tonight?
I don't know. Where'd you put the newsletter?
I recycled it.
You recycled the newsletter?
I thought you'd remember.
I didn't. I don't remember.
Just about ready for second half action here at Hudson's Bay. Kelso leading 17-16, and the Eagles will have the ball to start things off in the second half. Near turnover, turned into a turnover. Great outlet pass, very unselfish, and the bucket that time for Tally Connors.
And one thing I know for sure, Julie, if you let Kelso run, they're going to take advantage.
Right. They have done a great job of running the floor. Fortuitous catch and shot by Kamale Powell, and she's going to go to the line.
Let's see if she can start off the second half making these foul shots.
Yeah.
It's going to make a big difference in the game.
These would be big. At least get one of them. That looked beautiful. She did a nice job shooting free throws at Fort the other night.
Yeah, I think just got off to a rough start here, but
yeah,
maybe this is where it turns the corner.
Two nice looking free throws for Powell. Beautiful pass inside and a nice post up from Kylie Gibbs. I believe that's her first basket, Mark.
I think it is. She's had one or two other looks, but I think that's the first one she's got to go down.
Nice collapse on Shelby DeLong. She's tied up.
Well, if I'm Kelso and I'm not given the opportunity to run the court, I'm looking for that inside play to Gibbs right there, right?
Right.
She knows what she's doing inside, just nobody's found her.
I kind of wonder if she might be a little under the weather because she's out again.
Oh, yep,
right,
she is.
real early here in this third quarter. Outside shot doesn't go. Tied up again. Stacia Mikhaile ripped it away. Alternate possession is going to go to the Eagles this time. Rodriguez to Powell. Can't get that to go. Nice box out, but nobody went for the basketball for Kelso.
Powell ended up with that. I'm not sure how, but it was a great hustle.
There's a good rebound from Turner Joy. Oh, too bad. Tally Connors was ready to pass that ball before she caught it. First turnover in transition for Kelso.
Yeah, it was. I'm looking for somebody besides Powell to show some energy on the offensive end for Bay.
Well, there you go. You saw it.
Yep.
Jadia Martin followed her own miss and put it in. Ill-advised pass there, knocked out of bounds. Highlanders fortunate to retain possession on the baseline. Wide open. Dole couldn't get the three to go.
Dole likes the set shot, and if you give her time, she's going to take it every time.
Eagles looking to retake the lead, and the foul, second team foul on Kelso. That one is going to be on Jordan Dole. Great catch by Martin, and the finish.
How athletic was that?
Yeah, the play was drawn up very nicely, but wasn't a great pass, and Martin was able to corral it and score.
Made it work.
Gonna go inside again, and she tried to kick it back out that time. That was Gabby Williams who tried to kick it back out. Another tie-up. It's gonna stay with Kelso. Things are getting a little bit chippy in there. That shot doesn't go. Rebound Martin. Clears it out. And a 30-second timeout called by Hudson's Bay.
Well, we got a 1-point Eagles lead. About 5 minutes left in the third quarter. I mean, the Eagles really have an opportunity to pull this upset off.
Oh, absolutely. This is the kind of game that they need to play. Low scoring and hit their foul shots and see what happens. I want to remind everybody this is our last girls basketball broadcast of the season on VPS Game Time, but you're going to be able to catch a few more boys games coming up, and we've had some pretty exciting games on VPS Game Time. Next Friday the 26th, you'll see the Fort Bay rematch. Fort boys ended up beating Bay by 1 point the other night, stole a win on Wednesday. So Eagles will try and get one back.
Was that at Fort or down here at Bay?
It was here on Wednesday at Bay. There's good defense. Loose ball. Eagles clinging to a 1-point lead about halfway through the third quarter. Great pass. How on earth does Turner Joy get that wide open? Definitely a breakdown on defense for Hudson's Bay. Nice little shake and bake move. Powell can't get it to go. Follow by Martin is no good. Kelso dodged a bullet. 3 misses inside that time for the Eagles.
Powell is one of those players that seems to have stickum on her hands. when the ball's out there, she's got one finger out. She comes down with it.
Right. Can't telegraph that pass. Martin's going to steal it every time. 1-on-4. Tries to go inside, it wasn't there, and now Kelso has numbers again. Good defense by Martin. Kelso was 3-on-1, and Jadia Martin tied it up. And the Eagles are going to come up with the ball.
Martin's a little stirred up. It's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward here.
Kylie Gibbs back in the game for Kelso. Kelso going to pick up a little bit of a half-court pressure D. Great defense. Nearly forced a turnover. Kicked out of bounds by Hudson's Bay, so they did force the turnover. Tough little stretch here for Jordan Dole. She got clocked in the mouth on this end and then just got kicked and had her shoe come off back the other way. Kelso trying to stretch this out. Well, we're thankful for a close matchup.
Yeah, this is a good game. It's not being played so well, but it is a good game. It's going to be competitive. I think we're going to stay close like this through the entire fourth quarter too.
One would imagine. That was a nice entry pass for Kelso. Good post up again by Kylie Gibbs. See if she can take advantage of the free throws. She's got good form. I know she's a good free throw shooter. Got the shooter's touch there and a 2-point lead. Kylie to Rodriguez. Garcia to Martin. Another blocking foul called, this one on Cooper Joy. That's a fourth team foul for Kelso, only one thus far on Hudson's Bay. And Kelso will take a full timeout. Want to thank everybody for watching our broadcast tonight. Remember to follow us on Twitter at VPS Game Time. It's been a great season, Mark, so far. Thank you for helping us out.
Sure, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hey, Julie, what do you think the Eagles have to do to get this upset? I'm seeing a sense of unraveling.
Yeah. Well, I think, number one, they have to do a better job of just slowing down a little bit. They seem to be hurrying and throwing up shots, and they really need to let Martin kind of carry them, I think. They do have a 4-1 advantage in the foul situation, so if they can get to the free throw line, I mean, it's only a one-possession game, for Pete's sake. This is there for the taking.
Yeah, I've also noticed that they're content not using Martin to bring the ball in after a made shot. Mm-hmm. And she's getting up court, but it allows Kelso to put that pressure on there. We're seeing a lot of sloppy passes out of that.
That's a good point. There's a kick out, Garcia for three, and she takes advantage. Hudson's Bay retakes the lead. Gabriela Garcia with the three-pointer for the Eagles. Good patience. Joy, Clevin, Dole. Good look inside. Gibbs thought about it, kicked it out. Three-pointer does not go. Kelso will reset. There's a three-point shot, long. Another rebound for Kelso. Third opportunity here if they can get a shot up. That one's too long, and finally Stacia McKayle gets the rebound and is tied up.
Now they got to know where the defense is when they get those rebounds. So easy to just come up and grab that ball. They're just holding it in front of them rather than get those elbows out and get some space.
Well, she was using her one hand to fend off somebody else, but she left the ball right out in front for the defender that time.
That's got to be fourth time.
Coach Rainville's reminding McKayle to chin that ball. There's a nice little step-through move. Kelso's starting to get a little bit frustrated because they're getting a lot of good looks and haven't been able to get them to go.
Good opportunity for Hudson's Bay to try to retake the momentum.
Oh, Garcia with back-to-back threes. Another assist for Jadia Martin. Good look inside. Hudson Bay collapses. And a steal by Garcia, stolen back by Kelso.
And not over yet.
Yikes. 4-point lead for the Eagles. Oh no, that's a great recovery by Martin. And a block shot there.
Wow.
Getting a little bit scrappy here. That was a big transition basket for Kelso. Powell has the baseline, takes it all the way in. Good pass. And Zena Lee is going to go back to the foul line. Hit 2 earlier.
Who was that foul on? Is that Gibbs?
I did not see who they called that on, and they're not putting it up on their board here. I'm not sure why. Lee 3 for 3 with free throws here in the second half. Sub coming into the game is number 2, Tally Connors, for Alexis Clevin here with just under a minute to go in the third quarter. Oh. Ball will stay with Hudson's Bay.
And Bay's got some things happening in their favor right now, and capitalizing is going to be big for them.
Rodriguez going to let a 3 fly. No go. Plenty of time left. Nice look inside, and Gibbs draws the foul. Second team foul, that one is going to be on Powell.
Gibbs has a good way of keeping that ball high and knowing where she is on the court. She went straight up after that pass, got the foul.
Can't take advantage of the first free throw. Is going to try and close to within 2 points with this next one. Stacia McKayle back in for Hudson's Bay. Another miss and another offensive board for Kelso.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
Had to call something there. It was either going to be a jump ball or a travel.
Yep,
They called
yep.
the travel first. And Hudson's Bay with an opportunity to stretch out this lead here with 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Too bad Zena Lee lost her balance there. And with 4 seconds left, Kelso's going to try and get a shot off. Launch it, too late. And that'll do it at the end of 3. Our score is Kelso 29, Hudson's Bay 29 and Kelso 26. Great quarter for the Eagles, Mark.
Yeah, not going to say it was played that well, but they held the Highlanders to how many points in that quarter?
9 points, yep. 'Em. And 9 points, yep. 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 And Hudson's Bay put up 13. Gonna get a look at some of the plays. There was Martin following her own miss. Great look inside. Hudson's Bay kind of fell asleep on that defensive set. And off the bench, number 1, Gabriela Garcia with 2 3-point baskets. Huge for the Eagles.
Yeah, they're big. You know, I would like to see Martin head back to the point. I think having that control and that leadership out there would settle him down, let him get in the game. But they want to send her up and get her in a shooting position. The unfortunate thing is they don't get it up controlled enough to get her in a shooting position.
She has a very calming influence on her teammates. Again, Jadia Martin, only a freshman. She's going to be a thorn in everybody's side for quite a while. Fortunate bounce falls in the hands of Powell, and she's going to go back to the free throw line.
She's got a way of snagging the ball.
She does. She jumps really well.
Yeah, she does.
Hit free throws earlier in the third quarter, see if she can stay hot. Just a little bit short. That was a 16th foul on Kelso, so the Eagles are going to be shooting the rest of the way. If Hudson's Bay does not win this, they can look at the free throw line and realize how many points they gave up there.
I'm not liking that call.
Yeah, it looked like Mikhaile was just able to go up and grab it. It didn't look like there was any contact.
Yeah. Her arms were extended over the other girl's head, but I mean, she didn't touch her.
She got to take that shot. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tally Connors does not want to take that long shot, but Hudson's Bay is sagging in so far.
Yeah,
she
needs shook it off 2 or 3 times in that session.
She needs to put that up.
Even take 3 dribbles and take the shorter jump shot.
Right. That's a foul. Bailout there that time. Martin Dole did not have a good angle to the hoop, and she really bailed her out there.
Yeah, with what, 1 second on the clock?
Exactly. Jordan Dole, the senior for Kelso. These are big free throws. Can't get the first one to go. Both teams have struggled from the free throw line tonight. Such a hard thing. I mean, you can practice and practice and practice.
I know.
Sometimes when you get into the games and it really counts, it's a struggle. Good follow. Another jump ball. Hudson's Bay will take the alternate possession.
Martin trying to tell the referee that she was grabbed on the arm. Don't know if I necessarily saw it.
No. Officials making sure it is Hudson's Bay's ball. Near steal. Everybody on the floor. Still loose. Oh, goodness, that could have been really dangerous. That's Garcia. That's got to be a foul on Garcia. She really took out the legs of somebody there. Glad nobody's hurt. That looked like an ACL.
I think we're going to see a little fire at the end of this quarter.
Yeah, I do too. Nice pass inside. Shot does not go. Dole. There's a good look. Martin hurried the shot. Altered the shot, I should say, and Gibbs couldn't get it to go. Still Kelso ball. 18 on the shot clock.
There was a time at the start of this half where the ball was bouncing Hudson's Bay way. Now it's bouncing Kelso's way.
But it hasn't bounced in the hoop for
No.
Kelso yet. Another ill-advised pass. Can't force the ball in there when there's 3 people on the post-up person.
Hard screen there.
That was a really nice pass. Bucket by Shelby DeLong.
I think Clevin was trying to foul her before the shot there.
Good idea. How many tie-ups tonight?
Been a lot.
Whoa. Hardest working person is the possession arrow person. That's a great pass from Martin to C. DeLong. A lot of contact there. That's Powell again. Powell's got to have at least 4 fouls, doesn't she?
Yeah. I wish they would post those.
Right. I don't understand why they aren't.
It looks like who's that down?
Oh, that's McKinley. I'm not sure what happened. Looked like she's pointing to her mouth.
Yeah, by the look, it must have been an elbow.
Looked like Hudson's Bay was thinking they were on the soccer field as everybody was about going down to one knee. And the official said, go to the bench.
You know, Julie, one thing I noticed before this game is that about half of the varsity team for Kelso plays soccer for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like to see athletes play more than one sport like that.
Absolutely. Well, I know a lot of the Bay kids played volleyball because I was able to watch them play. So that's pretty neat.
I just think, you know, the art of playing multiple sports has kind of disappeared in our society. And I think that it brings something to the game, what they learn in the other sports.
Well, soccer and basketball for sure. And really volleyball and basketball too, because of the quick movement in the hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Want to give a shout out to the Hudson's Bay bowling team who finished the regular season at 16-2, shared the league championship with Evergreen. They have some very skilled bowlers on their team.
So how did the whole league end up in bowling, Julie?
Evergreen and Bay both tied at 16-2.
Okay.
And then, well, looks like Stacia, maybe she got hit in the head. She looks a little woozy. You said it earlier, she sets a mean screen, and if she doesn't come back, that's going to hurt Bay. There's still a lot of time left here in this ball game with just over 6 minutes to go, and Kelso shooting 2 free throws.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened.
I didn't either. It happened away from the ball, and she's holding her head. She seems to be pretty uncomfortable. I doubt we'll see her come back in the game. First free throw is good from Jordan Dole. They're going to need these to get back in this. You wouldn't think a 4-point lead is any big deal, but the way both teams have struggled to score, it seems like a lot more than it is.
Well, the Highlanders haven't even hit 30 yet, and here we are in the 4th quarter.
Powell brings the ball up. Knocked out of bounds. I don't think Powell is the one you want handling the ball. Eagles lucky to maintain possession. Now we're going to be in the bonus. They've got a holding foul. I believe it's on Dole. Back in is Ashley Rodriguez for Hudson's Bay. Gabriela Garcia takes a seat, 1-1. Can't get it to go. Follows her own miss. She's going to put it right back up and in.
That's easier than making 2 foul shots, Julie.
There you go. That lead back out to 5 for the Eagles. Another nice steal for Powell.
Good hands, that's all I can say.
Got to get a little more air on that pass. Kick ball. Hudson's Bay will inbound on the sideline.
I would say I'd like Martin to touch the ball in every possession, but I don't know if I want her taking the game over, trying to go through 2 or 3 players.
Exactly, too much dribbling. Rodriguez going to take a shot, just offline. Great drive to the basket by Dole, can't get it to go. And another foul.
The refs are noticing that it's getting a little, tempers are up a little bit.
That foul is going to be on Kylie Gibbs. Again, shooting 1 and 1. Powell. Boy, I let a lot of stuff go there. Looked like Gibbs was getting hacked pretty good. She's got to take that shot. Jump ball, which I feel like I've said about 25 times
I think
today.
you have, yeah.
Try to change it up with jump ball, tie up, timeout.
It just looks too easy to tie somebody up in this game. Well, we've got, what, how much time was left on the clock?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes to go. We're up by, we got Eagles up by 5.
With the ball. And in the bonus the rest of the way, both teams will be. Hey, remind everybody, if you go to www.vansd.org/reschools, you can get bond measure updates. We've already got new things going on. We're going to have some new schools being built. Check it out at www.vansd.org/reschools. A lot of stuff been done already, and looking forward to a lot of new building and repair work. Thank you, voters. There's Stacia McKayle is really hurting.
Yeah.
That sunglasses leads you to believe that we're talking concussion type. Don't like to speculate, but obviously the light's bothering her. That's
not good.
No. She's hurting. Oh, see the ball.
Yeah, there was nobody on Kelso looked.
And there's a bad mistake. If Gibbs sees the ball, she's got an easy steal and transition basket for Kelso instead. Hudson Bay gets a bucket from Powell. Cross court. Clevin got it inside. 5 on the shot clock. Clevin's going to have to let it fly. Oh, that was 2/3 of the way down. 7-point lead. Another foul. This one on Turner Joy.
Been watching the battle with Turner Joy and Martin. Turner Joy's got one assignment. Make it hard on Martin. And she's doing a pretty good job. Martin is pretty frustrated with what's happening out there. Unlikely
Good rebound by Gibbs. That's actually, I think, a good shot there. Cleven's done a nice job from the three-point line, even though Hudson's Bay had the board. She had an open look.
Yeah, and she's got a good shot.
Eagles are going to go back to the free throw line. I wish we had stats of the number of free throws that Hudson's Bay has shot. They haven't shot a great percentage, but they have shot a ton of free throws.
They have, yes. Done a little bit better in the making them in the second half. That's a nice high shot.
Quite the arc. It looked like that one was going to bring rain. Shelby DeLong trying to get the second. This is going to be the biggest lead of the ball game for the Eagles. Kelso has struggled to score all night.
They can't have empty possessions at this time, Julie. They're
right.
just too far into it.
Great defense by Powell. Here we go again, another jump ball. At this point, Hudson's Bay has to feel pretty good because Kelso has only scored 11 points since halftime, and they're down 8.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It really is. Not sure what the discussion is there, but Kelso will inbound. Oh, wow, banks are open for Cooper Joy.
She called it.
Yeah, I think not.
And got back and had good hands.
May have spoken too soon. Timeout for Kelso. That was a big bucket.
That was huge. What do we got? We got a 5-point lead. Highlanders have the ball. A successful possession at this point, Julie, and we got a game.
Right, right. Well, I like to see, I mean, I'm sure Joy didn't really mean to bank that shot in, but at least you have to take the shot in order to make it, and at least she had the wherewithal to go ahead and put that up. You never know what's going to happen. She'll take it. Eagles in the double bonus. They'll be shooting 2 free throws the whole way. I mean, maybe that's the strategy Kelso's going to use, because as long as you foul someone other than Martin, you got to feel pretty good about your chances to get a rebound. Kelso will be in the 1-and-1 on the next foul for Bay. There's a nice move by Gibbs.
Yes.
Best move of the day. Oh, double dribble. They didn't call it. Sure looked like Ashley Rodriguez double dribbled right in front of us. Martin, this is big. Can't get it to go. Wow.
What do we got here?
Rebounding foul on Shelby DeLong. Well, this is not this is not what Hudson's Bay needs. You know, let Kelso have opportunities to score with the clock stopped. Just less than a minute ago, they were up by 8. Now they got a chance to cut this thing to 1 if Alexis Cleven can hit the 1 and the bonus.
She's got a good shot too. I think the odds might be in the favor of that.
One possession game. That's hard to believe.
Yep, just a minute ago I was thinking that it was going to be hard for them to come back.
6 points just like that after the slump they've been in on this whole second half. Don't foul here if you're Kelso.
Right.
I don't know that Hudson's Bay wants to put up a shot that fast.
Yeah, and get that rebound. You want to bring it back out.
It's going to need help. Wow.
Chance to take the lead.
In just over a minute, 8-point lead is shrunk to 1. There's a nice look inside and a left-handed bucket by Kylie Gibbs. What a great pass.
Well, right now, Gibbs is showing us how to play the post.
Right. She's done a really nice job of working to get position. And Powell has done a fine job all game, but that time it was Zena Lee trying to match up there, and Gibbs got just around her. Well, I'm glad we're getting a close matchup for our last game of the season here, Mark. Good look at the Hudson's Bay band. They've been awesome tonight. I don't know that I'd want to move those drums.
Best seat in the house right there.
Yeah. So now Hudson's Bay has been stuck on 36 for quite a while, Mark. Obviously the scorer that they are looking to, I would think, would be Jadia Martin, but you have to figure Kelso's saying make somebody else beat us. And they're going to pick up full court again.
And you might have to just let Martin create at this point.
Things really changed when Stacia McKayle went out of the game.
They changed a whole lot. That's when it was an 8-point lead, right?
Right. Feel sorry for her. Hope she's okay.
I do too.
Here comes Rodriguez with numbers. Oh, she had a good idea. Too low. Got knocked out of bounds. Here comes instant offense off the bench. Gabriela Garcia, who hit 2 3-pointers earlier, third quarter. Nice baseline move. Powell slipped, gonna stay with Hudson's Bay under their own basket. Oh, you gotta go with her. You gotta stay with her. Great basket by Jadia Martin.
Yep.
Questionable defense that time, Kelso to leave her. Another good look inside. There's a tough defense, no foul. Oh my goodness, another bucket.
Yep.
For Martin. What a great answer by Hudson's Bay. Still plenty of time, don't need to shoot a 3. Or shoot a 3 and tie it up. Boy, this scoring flurry here in the last 2 minutes.
What's going on out here? They called an offensive foul.
Now they called a foul on Kelso, Turner Joy. It's gonna send Shelby DeLong back to the free throw line, and Shelby's either gonna, she has such a high arcing shot, she's either gonna swish it or it's gonna be a long rebound. She's gonna be shooting 2.
I've got to like the defense that Turner Joy's played this evening, though. Now she's just a little fired up and, you know, way away from the ball, got that foul.
She's got her hands on a lot of balls. Come up with a few steals. Again, this is going to swish or it's going to be a long rebound. It's going to be really important for Kelso to block out here. And they didn't. Loose ball. Clevin comes up with it. She's going to pull it out.
50 seconds left.
Good look inside. Oh, wow. 3-second and lane violation.
Tough call.
Kelso coach is like, are you kidding me? You haven't called that all game.
I was watching her position up. They made the pass. Just camped a little bit too long in the lane, I guess.
Full timeout here for Hudson's Bay, tied at 40.
you use the shot clock now and run down the game clock, or do you?
I think you just take the best shot that you get. Take the best look that you get and go with it. Need to score to get ahead. And if you're Kelso, you can't foul here. We're going to get a look at that three-pointer. Nope, a nice pass inside to Gibbs. But too bad, 3 seconds in the lane had already been called.
Powell knew exactly what that was.
I was going to say no one celebrating more than Powell because she was not in good position defensively.
I have a feeling somebody inside the key was yelling three.
Yeah, I think you're right. Look for Martin to go long. Tally Connor's in for Kelso. I'd send Martin long.
Get it in her hands. Oh.
Powell is going to send Camila Powell to the line to shoot two.
How many defenders was she taking on there, Julie?
3. Hudson's Bay got pretty lucky. I mean, are they gonna let the sub come in? Yes.
This is interesting.
I have to believe this is 5 fouls on Gibbs. I can't imagine she'd be out any other
the way
reason.
that she's been playing at the end of this game.
Right. Coming in is 33, Megan Skeels, 6-foot freshman. And 22, Cooper Joy, who had that big bank shot 3. Powell to try and give Hudson's Bay the lead. Another high arcing shot that's either going to swish or be a long rebound. Kelso bench screaming about blocking out. Skeels really has to put a body on Jadia Martin. Nice rebound.
Could have been with a few of those, huh? But I can't. She's played a dang good game except for at the foul.
She has. She really has. Timeout for Kelso. And now, you know, the last few sets they've been going inside to Gibbs. Gibbs is out of the game. What do you think?
How much time is on the game clock here, Julie?
I think it's about 30 seconds.
So they still have to take a shot before the shot clock runs out?
Yes, yes. I think now you got to be looking at either Clevin or Jordan Dole probably are the two that want to take a shot. I don't know that anybody else on the court wants to.
You know, you take Clevin and have her drive the lane, try to draw the foul, and then hope that you've got rebounding in place.
Well, right now Hudson's Bay has no timeouts left. Kelso has 1. It's going to be an interesting finish. Inbounding for Kelso will be Alexis Clevin. 32.6 seconds to go. Clevin has the ball. They're going inside. She traveled, she did. And that's too bad because Clevin hit the 3 that didn't matter, and now Hudson's Bay can hold for the last shot. Somebody's got to match up. Nobody's got Powell. Uh-oh. They could have called traveling there on Rodriguez. Are you kidding? Why would Hudson's Bay do that? Eight seconds to go. Is that foul called on the shot, Mark?
Yeah, it was called on the shot. That's,
Wow.
Should be shooting 3. Wow. Why Powell would take that shot so early in the shot clock?
And you know that they had, I mean, I have to believe that Hudson Bay had just talked about, hey, if we get the rebound, let's go for the last shot. In and out. Turner-Joy still has 2, 3.9 seconds to go, and no timeouts left for Bay. So if Joy hits one of these, they're going to need to get the ball to Martin and just have her drive. She can get the ball down court in 3.9 seconds for sure. Kelso has to be smart here not to give the officials any chance to call a foul on them. That one's off. Here goes Martin. Got 2 seconds.
Oh, they're going to call that. And she was going up.
I think they're going to call it on the floor.
Okay, makes more sense to me. But I think she was going up.
Yeah, they're going to call it on the floor. So she's going to, J.D. Martin's going to have 2 shots at the buzzer.
To win the game.
Yeah. Bay bench wants 3, and Martin is asking for 3, but I think that's the right call. It was contact before she let it go.
I don't know what's happening right here, but
I think Kelso was trying to call a timeout, but Martin already had the ball. I think they were trying to ice her.
Well, either way, it's working. You know,
Right, exactly. You're exactly right. Now they're going to pull both coaches over and explain, and of course we're a long ways away, so we have no idea what they're talking about.
She's standing strong at the line. I think I might have taken a little walk around if it was me.
Well, my lip reading skills are not that great at this distance, and the fact that the official has facial hair makes it even more difficult. I believe J.D. Martin is going to shoot 2. And I believe after this first one, Kelso will call a timeout.
Working hard to calm herself down. She knows what's at stake here.
Except that she doesn't realize that they've called a timeout.
Well, but was that a clutch shot or what? Holy
Yeah,
mackerel.
huge. The freshman up there, nobody else at the line. That's good.
Totally just her in the hoop, and she did what she does.
So this would be a huge win for the Eagles if they could pull this off, because then they are right back in the hunt for second place.
You know, they took that timeout. They've got, what, 2 seconds on the clock?
I don't even think they have that.
I think I saw them put 2
did
on.
they put 2
or
back?
Maybe it was .2. I got to think.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think there's any time left, because if there's 2 seconds left, it was 3.9 here. There's so definitely a clock problem.
I was looking at something wrong. It might have been .2 too.
That could
I
be.
just glanced up there to see if it was done.
And it may be that there's nothing. So this would be either the win for the Eagles, or we're going to overtime. Wow.
Just like that.
Huge. Well, that win will go a long way for Hudson's Bay on their home court, as the freshman J.D. Martin hits both free throws with no time left, and that's a tough weekend for Kelso.
Back-to-back losses, I guess, huh?
Yikes.
I'm going to be watching this Martin for the next couple of years.
Yeah, she's going to be a good one. So our final score from Hudson's Bay High School is Hudson's Bay 42, Kelso 41.
The scoreboard is a little wrong up there, isn't it?
And we're going to get a few highlights from the second half.
Unselfish play, running the court well. Gibbs inside, great second half of the game. And of course, Martin's taking her shot and following it herself.
We also have to give credit to Gabriela Garcia, who had those two huge three-pointers. There's one of them off the bench in the third quarter to stretch out that lead. There was a pretty pass to DeLong from Martin. And Powell.
I have a lot of good things to say about Powell. She works hard. She's got those hands are unbelievable.
And she can jump out of the gym. She's only a freshman too. Is
she?
Yeah, and also Stacia Mikhaile. So Hudson's Bay, this is going to be a resurgence. From what I understand, they have some good freshmen coming in next year as well. They've had a couple of strong classes coming through, so they're going to be around for a while.
Oh, we had a chance to see it there.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah, that was a pretty tough call there. And that will do it. So once again, our final score, the Hudson's Bay Eagles 42, the Kelso Highlanders 41. For Mark Feeney, this is Julie Pagel saying, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend.
This VPS Game Time broadcast is brought to you in part by the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools, getting kids to school healthy, happy, and ready to learn. For more information, go to www.foundationforvps.org.